About to call someone. We're calling someone here that says he has no work. Spoke to him earlier.
Call has been
Call him back.
into an automated voice messaging system.
Nothing. All right. So we planned on calling him back around 1:30. It's 1:24, and so really, like, every day I've just been doing the same thing. As far as the first thing I do when I get to my desk is the first two. One, just dial one lead, right? And then two is just pitch one lead. Excuse me. It's hard to fill everything in the day. I wake up at about 7:30, and I go to sleep around like 12 when I get home from the job I'm currently at. And so I have to fit the fulfillment in that I'm doing for this client I just closed. And then on top of that, I have to fill in at least a little bit of outreach, even if it's just one that I'm pitching a day, because I'm bogged down with fulfillment, but at least still do something with the outreach, even if it's just one, just to keep it a habit, right? And so now that I'm just doing all this fulfillment, and we're gonna get a solid fucking result. I definitely know the path I'm taking here as far as the fulfillment goes for this Idaho client. But believe me when I tell you that this is gonna be one hell of a fucking case study, bro. It's gonna be one hell of a fucking case study, I promise you. We're gonna bring in more than 30K into this campaign, into this company with this campaign. So just watch. It hasn't happened yet as of Friday, May 3rd, 2024. But you'll see for yourself, all right? Seen it first. Your host, Alex Castro. Just like, all right, look, let's get to it, man. So you didn't answer. We're just gonna leave it there, honestly. Probably dial him back again in like 5 minutes and see where he goes to. But I really want to get on the phone with him because he sounded genuinely interested, just because he had no work at the moment. So it might be worth reaching out again and continuing the call. So, and I don't know why Hilo was just having some problems for me, because I just have so many technical issues that I'm just like, all right, I just wish all this was taken care of and I can just focus on just the outreach, you know, and constantly having to like fix stuff, like the messages won't send and like things like that. So I'm just like, fuck. But what we're gonna keep doing here every day is just call the first two, right? The first two that I call, you first dial a lead and then you pitch a lead. And if you get a double whammy with the first one that answers, then obviously you're good to go, right? So stay in the habit of doing outreach, any type of outreach, really. But you have to stay in the habit of doing outreach, because that's how your business is gonna grow, is with your name being in front of your audience, your target market. You have to realize that it's not just about, oh, look at me, free quote. No, it's about connecting with that target market. So you have to know everything about them. Things like what their pains are and what they hate in doing certain things that have to do with your services, right? You have to know where to get them, because that's the only way you're actually going to provide them the most value. And on top of that, now you have that expertise to share with them, and they look at you like a credible person because you helped them out with whatever value you brought to them when you met. So you have to be the best at what you do, no matter what, okay? The best at what you do. Because if not, you're just another commodity, really. And you're not just another motherfucker. You're not just another average Joe. You have to be something more than just what everyone in your market and your space is doing. So you have to get creative and innovative on what you can do different, right? That's why so many people, like marketers like Sabri Subi or Dan Locke, that they're copywriters, right? So they make it a lot where they play with the word controversy a lot, as in like they're different. They go against all the other things, right? Which they might, you know? And so that right there, the controversy thing that, you know, they label themselves as, or like Manny Koshman, he had a book called The Contrarian, where it's like he's doing everything else that no one else is doing, right? He's going the opposite way of where people are running from. So now it gets you thinking, all right, what could I do different for what I'm wanting to do here? Okay, well, I guess I can maybe give them a free trial of some sort, and then just be like, all right, but if you like it, it's a commitment of 3 months or something. I don't know. Maybe you can be creative. Maybe you have something that most don't, that most are missing. Maybe you have something that most are missing, and it's right in front of them. And it's like you spotted the needle in the haystack. So think of where you're different, because believe me, you want to always stand out from just being a commodity, because once you're a commodity, you're basically just doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, and you're not competing or even dominating in your sector. And that's what you want to be at. You want to be different and be able to take over. All right? So get to it, man. I'm going to get to the fulfillment here. It's 1:30 p.m. Friday, so, you know, we working here until about like 4:20, and then we're dipping out. But yeah, I'm gonna call him one more time here. Let's just do it. I'm dialing. Now let's just call him one more time just to say we did it. All right, so hopefully let's get him to answer. Now the fulfillment is what I gotta keep working on, though, because I just want that already. And we're gonna get it real prepped up, real good. Now he doesn't want to answer, huh? Come on, dog, you said. All right, well, he's not gonna answer. I'm gonna get to the fulfillment. So there, that being said, keep going, bro. Keep going and doing the hard shit, because that's all that matters, I promise. All right, 3 keys to life: health, discipline, and purpose. Master those 3, you're set. I promise you, you're set. All right, let's go.